Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. 19 Keys. 19 Keys does great content. I appreciate his work. And we're going to tap in with him in regards to this particular reaction video. And he's going to be talking about the feminization of men. Okay, let me reboot real quick though, because like I told y'all know, chat, we've been bearing with some technical changes to StreamYard lately. But give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hold on, y'all. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Got to resolve something technical real quick, chat. Bear with me. Bear with me. Yes, Lord. All right. Cool. All right. Be right back, chat. I'm trying to resolve this technical issue. 333. What up, souls? 333. Only gonna do this once. Facts. I'm gonna be right back, chat. 1 second. All right. My apologies, chat. There's some technical stuff going on with StreamYard, but I'm at my wit's end, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and send them an email, man. I gotta holler at support. They done went up on the price and went down on the quality. We need to fucking talk. You hear me? I'm trying to give a great show to my chat. Chat 333 here. They ready for me to get them through their day. They commute home. They commute to work. They last hour on the shift. They ready for me to put in this pain for them. You know, I'm here to be great. And the platform don't want to let me. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to have a real intimate conversation via email. Hello? You know what I'm saying? When you get on there, you talk that corporate talk and you get nice and nasty, you start saying per my last email and all that shit. Y'all know, I know the lingo now. Yeah, I know how to curse you out without cursing you out. You know what I mean? I just prefer to talk straight. But listen, we're gonna tap in now. We're going into 19. We're going to tap in with brother 19 Keys. He's going to be talking about the feminization of men. So we're gonna tap in and listen to some of what he got to say and react on this. All right. Y'all go crazy, chat. I'm gonna come to all y'all messages as usual. The tears down said mine was messing up too. Yeah, they went up on the price and changed up, then went down on the quality. We finna have a conversation. I'm about to go to another platform in a minute, but we'll talk about it offline. Let's go, 19 Keys.
Feminine in their thinking. Most of the time when a young man comes, today's young men are too feminine in their thinking. Most of the time when a young man comes to me and I listen to their problems and I listen to the way that they process their problems, I find something striking about it, something honestly unfortunate. And that is that they think and process very feminine in their thinking. Now, when I say feminine, I want you to think about what is feminine versus what is masculine thinking. When I say feminine, I'm not specifically speaking on a woman, but the characteristics and traits of a woman and the features of her nature, which make her a woman, right? In the way that she is built, she has a feminine thinking, and that is when she is the healthiest. When a man is thinking in a masculine way, that is when he is at his healthiest and his highest. So what do I mean by feminine thinking? Well, number one, the way that a lot of men are processing a lot of their problems is through their emotions, right? So they're thinking about it in this myriad of emotions. And what this does is it creates these different bubbles to where you're thinking about all of these possibilities of things that can go wrong, all of these variations of outcomes that can happen. And you usually start thinking about it in a negative manner. Now, the masculine will think.
I'm gonna stop him right there for a second. So, in regards to processing things by way of emotion or processing things primarily through your emotions, the reason why it breeds a feminine behavior or feminine mannerism, a feminine disposition is because emotions are ever changing. Emotions are volatile. Emotional regulation is important. See, this is the thing about emotions. You can't control what you feel, but you can control how you behave. You can control how you respond, right? And so when you process things through your emotions versus processing things through practicality and understanding your emotions at the same time, knowing how to disregard your emotions, which is necessary the vast majority of the time, specifically for men. Disregarding your emotions, how you feel about what you need to do is generally much to do about nothing. What needs to be done is what needs to be done. Your feelings are not up for consideration today. And that's, I mean, it comes with the job, you know. But yeah, men who process things through their emotions, which is why I think I covered yesterday. I forget what panel I was on or if it was my channel, but I had said on some form of content, I was talking about how gangsters are actually very feminine. Like the street dudes, the ones running around, you know, pew pew pow pow, you know, unaliving each other at alarming rates. Everything I'm saying alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. But those people are feminine. They're emotionally unregulated. They're beefing over much of nothing. If you ask them how it all started, they can't tell you. Hey, wrenches, I got somebody spamming the chat. Any wrenches in here? Handle that spam for me, please. But yeah, so you know, the feminization of men is a real thing. Processing things through your emotion is definitely gonna breed, you know, some femininity for sure, for sure. And I think there's a big difference between a man of certain principles and a man that's operating out of emotions. Because sometimes you can see a man with a hairpin trigger and you think that he's emotional, but he actually just is very testy. He's got a certain set of principles. Maybe dealing with some serious PTSD, whatever the case may be. But let's see what else 19 Keys got to say.
About things from a reward-based thought process. And he's going to decrease the options because he's going to think about his willfulness to make the outcome in which he wants to happen. Not constantly ponder, right, through your emotions of what could go wrong. These type of insecurities, right, are not a masculine thing. Perfectionism itself, right? And perfectionism usually comes through insecurities, and more women think about getting things perfect, having the perfect answer, having the perfect thought, finding the perfect color, right? The emotions make you think about more options. What if this go wrong? What if that go wrong? What if we do this? And you get caught up in this worry and this anxiety and stuck in these variations of thought and outcomes instead of focus.
Yeah, that part. You know what I mean? That part. Yeah, you should be focusing. You should be stoic, right? And you should be disciplined. You know, these are male principles that are gonna give you a masculine disposition, even when you're not trying. Um, Emotional men are feminine men, and sometimes it displays itself as toughness, but really you just a very emotional person. You got to know how to regulate yourself. You know, I do believe that there's men who are naturally more emotional than other men. That I do believe that. But all men benefit from regulation. Regardless of how emotional you are or aren't naturally, you would benefit from regulating whatever your emotional level is or your thresholds are. Just regulate yourself, regulate your behavior, regulate your body language, regulate. And if you wanted to, and if you are displaying something, make sure it's because you want to, right? Strategically. It's some books that I would recommend, but they kind of dangerous in the wrong hands. Let's roll.
See, the God thinking is be and it is. Abracadabra. As I speak, I create. The God thinking is one who has that ability to produce their will outward into reality. When you are a righteous person, whether you're religious or non-religious, most religions are going to tell you about following God's will. Now, God's will is a blueprint to live, right? God's will is not always easy to follow. God's will may make you do something that you don't want to do, but for the sake of good. So it may be a challenge. And the reason that you're given that masculine energy, the reason you have testosterone is so you can pursue challenge with pleasure, right? So even though it may be challenging, it's going to make you feel good. Matter of fact, it's going to make you feel like a man.
Yup, bingo. We got action. You know, you will. It's crazy because I said last week on one of my streams that a lazy man is an abomination, right? Like you'll have men who groan and gripe, you know, like a little witch about going to the gym or putting some work in or having to do their job at their job. You know what I'm saying? Just complaining. I want to use more vulgarity today, but I'm chilling. The tears down said mine was messing up too. Let's see. Souls of Thought said most new age trauma is feminine. The problems today do not compare to those of the past. Men quitting when it's hard, men crashing out on women, etc. I agree, Souls. I agree. There's problems. Then there's what these people consider problems. Classic. I agree. I seen real problems before, but you know it'd be like that when you travel the world. You see real, you know. yeah. When you travel the world, you see real problems. International. You know, I got a song where I say there's problems, then there's American problems. It's not the same. It's not the same. Yeah, Miles Bachelor. Shout out to Miles, the chat filing in. Everybody make sure y'all go heavy on that like button. Go heavy on that like button. I don't know what my camera doing. Forgive me, Lord. Souls of Thought said, I got you. Appreciate it, dog. Joe Jet 333. What up? Miss Perfect in the chat in the building. What up, chat? Classic. What up, chat? Ted said, ha, trolls. Yeah, we got to get him gone. Souls of Thought, clear him out. Joe Jet, clear him out. Need the book list. Can't do it on here. I'll shoot you. Shit, most of the ones I was going to say, Souls, I guarantee you already read. Classic. Or you already got them. They popular. It's just I don't like broadcasting them to widespread audiences because them books are truly dangerous. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we'll talk offline. But yeah, man, the feminization of men. I think a lot of men that are emotional don't realize how emotional they are because they primarily were raised by women. They surround themselves by women, and women will make you feel like your emotional state or your level of being in tuned with your emotions all the time as a man. If you surround yourself with women, they'll make you feel like that's okay. Like you still got women on the internet pushing for men to have a space to be emotional and shit. Like, no, you're part of the job is toughening the fuck up. Classic. It's literally part of the job. All that, you know. I just think it's so unfortunate. I was watching Anton Daniels last night. Shout out to Jazz. She was on the first Queen Code panel. Shout out to Jazz. Classic. Jazz was on the Anton Daniels show last night, and she was saying that. She was like, and I just think that's so terrible. I think that men should be able to be emotional and should have these safe spaces and should be able to do this and that. And it's just like, no. How do you think the world got built? You think the world got built with a bunch of niggas crying? I'm only going to do this once. Like, how you think these wars got fought? You think dudes walking around basking in their estrogen got these wars fought? Classic. Because I'm gonna tell you which men aren't emotional, right? The barbaric colonizer. The barbaric colonizer isn't emotional at all. So while your man crying on your shoulder and you trying your best to keep it safe, he can't keep you safe when them boys show up. Right now. When they show up and take it, because listen, here's a law of nature that doesn't go in accordance with the so-called laws of the government, because we don't have laws, we have rules. Laws don't change, rules get amended. Okay, so words matter, right? But the government calls them laws. This is all alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. But here's a law of nature for you guys. If you can't protect it, it's not yours. Yeah, I know. You guys like, wait, what you mean? What you mean? You like, you'll go to jail. No, it's a bunch of criminals walking around free. Classic. There are criminals everywhere, free as a bird. I'm only gonna do this once. All kinds too, every type. So the laws of nature apply because the criminals don't play by the rules of your government. So the laws of nature always apply. The laws of nature trump the laws of the land. The laws of nature are the laws of God. The laws of the land are the laws of man.
Classic.
If you can't protect it, it ain't yours. A nomadic lion walking through, brazen about, looking for a pride to conquer. Not a pride to go join. Not a pride to ask them if they need new members.
Classic.
The lion is looking for a pride to conquer. When he finds a pride, that pride will have an alpha, a Mufasa, if you will. And he will challenge him. If Mufasa can't protect his pride, it will no longer be his.
Classic.
That's the design of God. Any objections? So while y'all telling y'all, man, it's okay to keep crying rivers and shit, it's gonna be somebody walking through real militant that wipe their tears away in the dark and don't skip on their push-ups and they burpees that'll come take your shit.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Let's talk, chat. Let's talk. Let's talk, chat. Let's get it. Miles Bastard said, LOL, Miss Perfect is back. Yeah. She back.
Classic.
She back. She back, chat. She back. Everybody be careful. Be careful. Souls of Thought said, another pick change. She getting that live feedback. Prestigious. Wait, men can't be emotional? Crying face. They cried in between building. I hear you. I hear you, Prestigious. I'm not saying men can't be emotional.
Classic.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that men shouldn't operate through their emotions. Men are supposed to be pragmatic. It's the only way to be effective and efficient. Men do feel emotions, and if you're a man and you experience being overcome with emotions, I'm not going to tell you that it's not okay. You're living a human experience. I would say go somewhere alone and get that shit out. However you need to get it out. If that means in the form of tears, go cry you some man tears. Just do that shit alone. Men should present strong. You should present strong. Do you okay? People be like, well, you shouldn't have to do it 24/7. What you mean? Do y'all have pajama day at your Fortune 100 company? Do y'all have pajama day in the office? Do everybody get to come in there with satin and bonnets on and shit? Do y'all have pajama day at the corporate office? No. Every day you come in there, even on casual day, there is still a dress code.
Classic.
Yeah. On casual Friday, there is still a dress code. There's never a day where you can let this shit get too far out of hand. You're not going to get too comfortable in here. And that's 100% of the time.
Classic.
So if you could operate with inside them parameters in your job and in your field, then as a man, you can operate inside them parameters for your masculinity. You can present to the world your strength. All this going on TV and crying and shit, that ain't it, G. That ain't it, G. I get if somebody passed or whatever the case may be, like it's exceptions to the rules. But if you just on TV crying because life hard, G, the wolves gonna eat you alive.
Classic.
Ain't that dude that was crying? Let's go take everything off his person.
I'm only gonna do this once.
It's wolves outside, man. They outside. Yeah, Mama V, what up? I love me an emotional man. I know you do, Mama
Classic.
V. I know you do. I know you do. I know that's what you want. The Tears Down said, no, they didn't, P. Yeah, Mama V, emotional intelligence. Yeah, you got to regulate. Souls of Thought said they can be at Prestige, just need to be done in the right manner and time. Exactly. Prestige just said, you're strict on men. I don't think they should hold in all these emotions. I understand. Prestigious, are you a woman? I can't tell from the name. Are you a woman? I mean, I'm from the way I'm reading it, I'm assuming, but I just want to ask. I prefer to ask instead of assume. Yeah, you're giving woman advice, but women give men the worst advice.
Classic.
That's why men need men. Women can't raise men because y'all tell them things like this. And I'm not. Hey, welcome to the chat. Welcome to chat 333. And we love all perspectives. They are welcome. I appreciate your difference of opinion on this. But yeah, I respectfully have to disagree. I don't think that men should be letting all their emotions out. I think they should be keeping a bit of rage stored up for when the warrior has to leave the garden. There is a time for war and there is a time for peace. Allegedly all for content creation purposes. But if you read through your scriptures, for those of you that have a doctrine that you subscribe to, then you would know there is a time for war and a time for peace. And a crybaby ass man is not built for the battlefield.
Classic.
If he is the head of your household will be overrun.
I'm only gonna do this once.
You need somebody that's ready to stand in the paint. Both feet. I'm just saying. I guess I am a little strict on men. I've been called militant. I have been called militant on multiple occasions. I'm not going to deny it. Let me see. Miles Batchelor said, a man showing emotion publicly loses points by the minute. Yeah. Men have to understand how they're going to be viewed amongst their peers because their peers are their direct competition should this world ever become lawless. Understand that. The Tez Down said, the world is strict on men. That's facts. Joe Jet said, I think your logic has to oversee your emotions because what you feel can be subjective and cause divisiveness while your logic can be objective towards personal interests and lean towards the whole. Absolutely. Poetic shit too, Joe. Joe, you the next one to write the book out the chat, man. Jay Zilla sent me the link, man. The book available, y'all. I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna make a post on the YouTube page. I'm gonna make a post on the YouTube page and put the Amazon book link on the post. All right, chat. So look for that post on my actual channel. Okay. Jay Zilla's book is available. The hard copies are available to order. All right. Joe Jet said, but there's positive and negative to each side. For sure. Joe Jet said the context is important. Always. The Tez Down said, control your emotions, acknowledge they exist and conquer them. We are still human. Facts. We gonna feel. The Tez Down said, not wearing a bonnet to the corporate casual Friday. You can't. You can't. There's still a dress code on corporate Friday. On casual Friday. Miles Bachelor said, I cried out loud when mama passed, but in solitude. Oh, for sure. Hey, listen, man, I cried like a baby when I at my auntie funeral. I think, man, listen, when my dog died. Yeah, for sure. I ain't do it for no audience, though. Joe Jess said, Mama V want her man to ugly cry. Yeah, yo, oh God, droopy lip ass boy. Droopy. She want a little slobber. No puffy.
Classic.
She want the Tyrese baby boy tears. On God. Mama V said, this is a safe space to ugly cry. I got you. Dead. Cause you got me as long as you like me. And then when you don't like me no more, you throw it in my face. Hey, gentlemen, let me know if I'm lying. Joe Jet said, what more do you want from me? Man, ugly tears. Oh God. Hey.
Today I got time, cuz.
Let's talk about it. Prestigious said, I just came here to see if Classic was single. Oh, she's shooting. Oh, made you look. I get it. Hey, now listen. Prestigious. I know that I am handsome. You know what I'm saying? You had to slide in here and just.
Sometimes you just gotta crash on that.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you wanted to see about your boy. You know what I'm saying? Tez Down said shots. Joe Jet said shots. Hey, she made me blush, folks. She made me blush on camera. I love it. Yeah, I don't discuss my personal, you know what I'm saying?
Classic.
Hey man, it's some shit you gotta keep in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? Chat, you gotta keep some shit in the trunk.
Classic.
Hey, Miles said bang bang. Yeah. It's up there today. I'll take that as a no. Don't. Assumptions killed the cat.
Classic.
Assumptions killed the cat. It wasn't curiosity. It was assumptions. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. Souls of Thought said, be careful, Classic. No pick, no trust. Hey, Souls, Souls. You see me doing the two-step, Souls?
Classic.
Souls. Hey, Souls, you see the way? Hey, y'all ain't know I knew how to tap
I'm
dance.
only gonna do this once.
Y'all, the tears down said she came here to get classic coded. Souls the thought said the world today is not the same. Hey man, hey, he has seen me before. I'm sure. I don't know. See when there's no profile picture. You know how I'm saying? You know what I mean? But I do see a lot of people. I did just have a show too. I don't know what's going on. You feel me? But we gonna move off of the feminization of men. Shout out to 19 Keys. Tap in with him on all his platforms. Y'all know how to find him. He not hard to find. If you like what you just saw, support the channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and jump in the comments. Talk to me so we could crack these codes. If you want to support the channel monetarily, go to my website and cop some merch. www.theclassiccodes.com. Or you can shoot me a Cash App. Either way, stick to the codes.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Hardened my heart and that heart.